Yo, what is up guys, LostNUnbound here, and today we've got episode 56 for my NBA 2K14 My GM mode with the Los Angeles Lakers. With where we picked him in the draft, I want to see at least 26 minutes a game from Dean Strong. Considering the fact that you guys voted in the last episode that you do think we should start Dean Strong over Dante Exum, I don't think that should be a problem. Most starters do get over 26 minutes per game, so we will go with will accomplish. After that, he says that he wants us to win more games this year than we did last season. Now, I don't think that should be too hard. In the first season, we won the NBA Finals. Second season, we barely missed the cutoff for the playoffs. And considering the team that we have this season, which is much better than last year, I think this is achievable, and we will go with will accomplish. Hopefully we can get the job done. He says pay whatever is needed to keep our free agents in Los Angeles. Now that is no problem. We have a ton of projected profit, we have a good amount of cap space, and he is telling me, he is giving me permission to use that in order to win and to keep those free agents. That's an easy job for me. So once again, we'll go with will accomplish. I am ready to get this thing going. And hopefully this season, just like the first season, we can win the title. So first things first, let's go to the team rotation. Eric Bledsoe with 34 minutes, Dean Strong 32 minutes. I know it says that he's a bench warmer, but I'm going to take care of the roles later on. I could give him more since he is young and he has fresh legs, but at the same time I still want to give Dante Exum a solid portion of the game to play. Next up, Kobe Bryant, and last season I gave him even more play time, but he is getting older, 37 years old. 34 minutes might even be a little bit too much. Let's see how he handles it. If he stays healthy, I'll keep him at 34. If anything happens, if he does start to get injured, then I might have to drop that to 30 to 32, because his legs are definitely not as fresh as it was in the first season. Serge Ibaka, oh man, 88 overall. 34 minutes, and that might even improve throughout the season. This guy is an absolute beast on the squad. Tyson Chandler, I'm not too sure how well he's going to handle his fatigue, and we do not have a true backup center in terms of defense, so he's going to be playing 30 minutes. Once I can find some extra backup big men that can really play some solid defense off the bench, then we might drop that to 26 to 28 minutes. Because he gets fatigued a lot faster than most other players on the court. Next up, Dirk Nowitzki. He will be the backup center. Not exactly ideal in terms of rebounding and defense, but this guy is an efficient scorer. So usually when I put him in, I'm hoping to keep either Chandler or Ibaka in the game for defense. Dante Exum, you guys already know the deal. 6'6", 191. He's fairly small, but he has improved a ton since last season. Look at that rating, +4. He is developing, he is extremely happy, and this guy can attack the basket. But don't forget, he's got that outside jumper. I still remember that one huge game-winning shot he hit, and that further proved how well his shooting ability truly is. After that, Nate Robinson. Now this is experimental with 12 minutes. I will probably increase that over time, but I want to see how well Eric Bledsoe can keep up with the game. Is he able to stay in for all 34 minutes? And does Nate Robinson need to play more than 12? Gerald Green, my man, 8 minutes. I know it seems a little bit low, but considering the fact that our team is so deep, we don't even need to give him 8 minutes. We can give him less, but at the same time, you guys know Gerald Green plays like a 90 in this game. He is so fast, so athletic, it's not even funny. So for now, we'll leave him at 8. Nick Young, aka Swaggy P. As I said before, I will be switching the player roles because he will not be the 6th man. 7 minutes, some minutes in between when everybody else is tired, and maybe a minute or two towards the end of the game when we need to hit some big shots. Wesley Johnson, he came up clutch for us last season. So if we ever need him in, I have faith in him that he can get the job done. Next up, Udonis Haslem, and for now he will be the backup power forward. The only problem with him, he's 6'8", he's a little bit smaller and not the best defender. So we might be taking a look for some trades for Haslem, but I'll talk about that later on. Now guys, take a look at this trade. Udonis Haslem and Wesley Johnson in return for Samuel Dalembert and Andre Roberson. Now just a second ago I was talking about how Haslem might be a little bit too small for the power forward position. So if we pull this trade, Roberson would be off the bench. He would be a prospect, not getting too many minutes. But that's not a problem. He only has $807,000 a year worth of salary. So here's the deal. If we pull this trade, I would move Dirk Nowitzki to the backup power forward position, and Dalembert would be the backup center. So let me know down below in the comment section, guys, what you think with your vote of trade or no trade. In my opinion, I do think this is a decent trade because we do get extra defense and rebounding off the bench. But at the same time, Wesley Johnson has been a reliable player for us. So there are the positives and negatives, but as I said before, guys, let me know down below in the comment section with your vote. And guys, talking about improving our center off the bench, I just took a look at free agency and check this out. Timothy Moskov. I'm sure that some of you guys might remember the outstanding outing he had with rebounding that one game a few weeks ago. He is amazing. 29 years old. Solid inside game, but most importantly, he's a good rebounder and a very good defender, especially considering the fact that he is 7'1". So let's see how much he's asking for. Hopefully not too much, and that way we can sign him. A 1-year deal worth $1.88 million. Since we are under the salary cap, this is what I'll do. I'll give you the player option, I'll give you some security with 2 years, and you will be a role player. We're going to go down to a 2-year deal worth $3.15 million with an extra year for the player option. Let's see what he says. He says the money isn't a huge sticking point to me, but he wants a 1-year deal. Okay, we can do that. If that's what he wants, let's drop that down to 1 year. The player option only makes it better. Let's offer that again. You know what, guys? I think this is worth it. I don't want to go back and forth wasting time. If it's only a little bit extra money, why not go for it? But I do have one condition. We've got to make that a team option so that next year it is our decision whether or not we want to keep him, not his. Offer the contract, and this time he will accept it. So we paid him pretty much what he wanted to get paid, but in return we were able to keep him for next year if we decide to do so. So Timothy Moskov, welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers. We have now deepened our center core off the bench. So that is pretty much the end of the offseason. The next episode will be the season opener up against the Sacramento Kings. Hopefully we can start off the season strong, and hopefully this year we can make a true run for the title. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. If you did, and if you want to see the next episode to this series, definitely make sure you go ahead and leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to join LNU Nation for your #1 source of all NBA 2K14, my GM mode, my team, and tons more to come. And as always, guys, I'm Lost and Unbound, and have a great day. Peace out. I know the first name that sticks out is Kevin Love. Standing 6'10 and 260, this guy has an amazing talent when it comes to rebounding the ball, but he also has a very solid and consistent 3-point shot. Going further down the list, Rajon Rondo, Eric Gordon, D. Will, LaMarcus Aldridge, Al Jefferson. We've got so many options.